60-mile motivation. You don't quit. You never give up. You are always forward. Hey everybody, it's Larry from 60-Mile Motivation. Today I got something on my mind here, and I'm commuting, so I have this hooked up, my speaker, so I'm able to drive and talk safely. My microphone is what I meant. So I'm commuting here. I'm thinking about some things. You know, when you're driving in the car, is a lot of time when your best, like when your deepest thoughts come in, right? When you're because you're driving, you're looking around, you got some time to yourself, right? So I'm thinking about how we see ourselves, and I want to talk to you about that today. You know, I feel that so many times in life, I think we find ourselves analyzing our self-worth based on what we perceive. That's important. What we perceive to be someone else's perfect life. We pick ourselves apart because we look at someone else and the picture that they've painted and that they're putting out there to the public makes it seem as though they've got it all. They've got everything going for them. You know, they've got it all under control. They have no issues, no problems. Wow, look at them, man. They're going strong, right? And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to put other people down, and I'm not trying to wish any ill will on anyone. Anybody that's doing well in their life, bravo, man. Keep going. Push forward. I wish you nothing but prosperity and happiness. What I'm trying to say is that everybody in their life has difficult times. Some very, very difficult times. Some very dark times when they don't see a possibility of things getting better. There was times in my life when I was hanging out with people that were doing no good for me whatsoever. You know, there were times in my life when I just let days and weeks and months and maybe even years go by when I was making no progress whatsoever towards any goals or dreams that I might have had in my heart. And I was just kind of drifting by, you know, and drifting might even be too strong of a word. Maybe I was going backwards. And then there were other times in my life when I did get the opportunity to associate with those people that I probably should have been looking at as mentors, and I probably should have been letting their influence into my life. And then sometimes I ended up being the negativity in that group because I was so unhappy. I ended up being the negative voice amongst the positive. And thus, some of those relationships didn't continue. And again, no excuses here. All right. Everything that has happened to me in my life, the way I look at it, has been of my own doing, whether, consciously or unknowingly, you know what I'm saying? But the important thing here, and you got to understand this, I tell you this because I really believe and I feel that everybody has gone through this at some point in their life, and it's important to talk about it. And it's important to know that nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And the only thing that matters is what are you going to do to make your life better tomorrow than it is today? What are you going to do to move yourself closer to your dreams and goals tomorrow than you are today? Or even 5 minutes from now than you are right now? And that doesn't have to be something huge. The biggest things you can start with is looking at yourself and analyzing yourself based on your past performance and how you are acting and the energy that you're putting out into the world right now. and the interactions you've had with people in the past, and the interactions and the friendships that you have right now presently. How do you feel when you're around the people who you mainly associate with? Do you feel better about yourself, or do you feel worse? If you feel worse about yourself after associating with your core group, then you need a new core group. I got to say that again. If you feel worse about yourself after associating with your core group of friends, then you need a new core group of friends. And on the flip side of that, if you are constantly being called out as the negativity amongst the positivity in your core group of friends, and it gets to a point when you realize that it really can't just be that they're being rude to you or just making stuff up, and you realize that it's true that you could potentially be the negativity amongst the positivity in your core group of friends, then you need to sit back, take a minute, take some time. It could be days, weeks, however long, months, whatever. You need to look at yourself, and you need to make some changes internally. You need to stop making excuses for where you are or what you have or you don't have. You need to realize that you and you alone are responsible for your happiness. There's nothing that anyone else can do that is going to change how you feel about yourself inside. Now, listen, yeah, somebody else could pay you a compliment. Somebody could do something nice for you. Somebody could love you. And yeah, that's going to make you feel good. But who you are as a person, who you are inside of you, deep inside, in your core, in your mind, that person, that's you. And you are the only one that is responsible for making changes positively or negatively to that person. Do you understand? So when you look inside yourself, don't be looking inside yourself through the lens of someone else's life. Look through the lens of your own life and your past experiences, your present experiences, where you are today, and how you got there. Stop making excuses. Live your life. Be honest with yourself. That is the only way that you're going to move forward and make changes from where you are right now to where you want to be and who you want to be and the type of life that you want to live. Analyze your core group of friends. Analyze yourself. Judge yourself only by your past performance. Okay? I hope that reaches somebody out there. I was thinking about it, and I mean, it's something that's on my mind a lot. I know it affects a lot of people. Sometimes I have interactions with my core group of friends that, make me analyze them and me analyze myself. And I feel like because of that, I'm hopefully improving my relationships every day and improving upon myself, which is the most important part. Okay? So listen, thanks for listening. On your journey to self-improvement, you must remember that you do not quit, you never give up, and you are always moving forward. You can do this. I believe in you. I'll see you in the next one.